Hi friends, Silverplanes here, and today we are going to do some level creation. I have taken one of my old levels, Iggy's shell jump battle, which is essentially just a couple shell jumps that lead to this room, and then you do some shell jumps here and fight the boss. Probably gonna need to practice my shell jumps a bit. But I want to make this into like a more full-fledged level. Wow, that's freaking... Let's add some forgiveness to this, shall we? I don't think it would be that bad to do that. Let's see here. Because you have to shell jump in order to get up. Wow, this is kind of interesting. So you come in through this door. You fight these Iggies, and they're actually quite annoying. And you gotta time everything around when Iggy's gonna attack. So you gotta get 4 consistent shell jumps to win. Whoa, buddy. Come on. And here comes the 4th. Okay, and then you can go this way, and you're in a little, like, final room. So, yeah, this is all the level is right now. It's just, you got a shell jump battle against Iggy. I'm gonna leave the boss battle the same, but we're gonna add, like, a whole level here. So let's do it. Just a cute little level right now. Not much going on with it. You gotta shell jump twice to get through here. So if I start from the beginning, it's got a couple shell jumps to kind of teach the player. Also, oh hey look, I start off by giving the player 3 1-ups. So a little incentive to play, I suppose. Okay, so I've designed this so far for the beginning. I completely changed it up. And I think that was necessary, honestly. This seems a little barren, so I might still change some up in the first part. Whoops. Okay. And no, you can't jump from the fish all the way up to the platform. Not at least that I have noticed. Really don't understand the big buzzy part too well, but I've seen it done in many levels. So there we go. That's what we're supposed to do for the first part. And then yeah, the door drops you in to the boss room, but I'm thinking I'll probably add some more besides this too. Hi everybody, Pistol came to visit. So I've made some progress on this level. I'm gonna splice together probably a few days worth of footage that it takes to actually make. Okay, so this is the section right before the checkpoint. And then we've got the first area too. Pistol. He's such a good boy. He's loving on my microphone right now. He's happy that I'm home for lunch. Alright, so here you can see I kind of updated some stuff. Gonna use a lot of shells in this level too. I kind of want it to be my very first team shell level. Here I've got some Kaizo blocks with big fish in them in case the player messes up on this shell jump here. Bouncing off the big buzzy. And then this is kind of like basic outline. I haven't decorated too much yet, but I've got my indicators and stuff in place. So I just wanted to show you kind of where we're at. And yeah, the level is completely different from what it used to be. No! So, and then you do that up to here. Kick that guy to the left and then the right. Wow, come on, man. So I'm just gonna skip to this part now. We've seen the first part enough. And there we go. So anyway, then you go out here, jump on this guy, throw that up, and you're at the checkpoint. And this is gonna be part of my super world. So I haven't designed this area over here yet, but I'm gonna keep the same theme of, you know, shells and stuff. And look at these guys. What are you guys doing down here? But I'm gonna keep the same theme of shells, because I want this to be an official Team Shell level. It'll be my first Team Shell submission. I also might do a video about the teams, so if you guys would be interested in that, like Team P-Balloon, Team Shell, Team Jamp, Team Speedrun, Team, there's a lot of them out there. Just let me know, you know, I'm always open to make whatever content you guys think would be interesting. So I'm gonna start working on this next area now, and then I will kind of show you guys what I've come up with. Pistol's being such a sweet man. You guys see him? See the way he looks at me?
Hey, you're a good boy. You're a very sweet man, and I love you.
He's so cute. Okay, so this is what I've got so far for after the checkpoint. Got this, I'll throw a little throw indicator there, and then we go way over to that, bounce off that guy. Because I like people to be able to kind of play my levels and not feel completely blindsided by them. So here we're throwing the shell about right here. And then that hits the switch, so we go like this, shell throw, jump like that over. And here, I'm gonna want something to fall down here, I feel like. And then we'll have a, just a regular Koopa Troopa fall down on a muncher. And then we'll go like this, copy. I like making things symmetrical in my levels too. So symmetry just looks beautiful for some reason. So let's try this now, because that switch will be hit, so they'll fall down. If the switch doesn't get hit, then they won't. Wow, that almost actually worked too, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so then they fall down, so you go like that. And then let's do something interesting with this turtle. Something more than just, you know, knock them out to the right and have them fall. So, let's see here. So then we go here, here, throw the shell. Up and over. Okay. So, and yeah, here I'm gonna want this guy a little bit more over, I think. Hi, Pistol. How's it going, buddy? Is you a pretty good big boy? I need to put winged blocks and regular blocks with vines inside them so that they respawn. So, let's see here. Throw some vine action into that. Should I go back and do that to all the blocks just in case? If I don't, that might hurt things and how they spawn when I reset the room. But essentially, I've got this last area, and it's looking pretty sweet. I'm gonna do it just so that everything is definitely gonna work. I don't want part of this level to be broken at all. So, I've been working on this level for several days now, just making an updated and cohesive and fun version of it. And I think I'm about there with how it's structured. I hope I'm about there. I'd like to be able to upload the level today. So I've been working on this level so much that I haven't really done anything else with my YouTube channel lately. Also, let's be nice and just throw some 1-ups out of this pipe. It's gonna be on my super world, and I want people to not sit there stressing out about how many lives they have when they're playing through my super world. Much like me, I play Endless Super Expert, but it stresses me out, like, really, really bad. And I don't like sitting there stressing out about lives either, so I don't want people playing this to be stressing like I would. And then you go and you do the dreaded battle, the Battle of Shell Jumps. One shell jump to rule them all. So this is, yeah, sincerely very, very hard. I'm not, you know, I'm not the most consistent shell jumper, as you can see. If I did add little tiny shell surfs, how would that feel? How would that look? I'm very curious because I don't know if it will be harder or not. I'm just guessing that it would be. But let's try this really quick, and I just want to see the difference in how this feels. To do a little tiny shell surf. That actually feels pretty freaking tough. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Not too freaking bad. And then I jumped down. I don't know why, but I was jumping down to see if I could get the buzzy, but then I didn't really know what my plan was. But I think you've still got to throw them against a thing. Like, you have to throw them against a switch, so you can't just come back down. Honestly, though, that makes it a little easier, and I kind of like that better, just for how stressful it's going to be. Whoa. Okay. Don't do something like that. The extra buzzies will kind of get you, but I like that better just for how stressful this is going to be to do little tiny shell surfs rather than shell jumps. Like, when I started, I thought, man, the boss battle's perfect, but honestly, no. It's very hard just doing regular shell jumps, and I think I'm over that. So then we do one more little surf. Yeah, see, I don't know, that feels way more doable. It's still tricky, but it's not as tricky, so I like that. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. Change the boss a little bit, just to make up for the difficulty of the rest of the level before it. You know, and I think for the most part, everything looks good and clean. I don't think I need too much more going on. Yeah, and you're doing enough shell jumps and stuff that I don't feel too bad about the shell surf at the end. Oh god, that is gross, man. What a tight jump. So you really have to have momentum here. Okay, come on. That is not what come on is supposed to mean, bro. Okay. Even that is just... Why is that pipe doing that? What did I change? Is that really making the pipe spawn things slower? Having that semi-solid there? Like, I need to understand what's going on with this pipe really quick, because it was working so well last night, and today, just not so much. Hello? throw a 50 coin right there to imply you gotta jump high. Jump all the way up here. Okay, let's try this section one last time. Yeah, that indicator lines up a lot better. Okay. I like it. I like it. It's been salvaged. It's not 100%, but it's about where it was, I'd say. Yeah, actually, this part's pretty short, so I think overall it should be okay. Oh, it just keeps happening. Wait a minute. The switch was off when I first came in here, was it not? Let me see here. It was in the off position. That is a very good catch. So I'm gonna throw this down here. It's on-off switch. I'm gonna throw a saw over the top of it. And then here, I'm gonna put a strong on block, I think. So instead of having that fall down, you just basically land on it. So yeah, I'm glad I noticed that. At least I think, yeah, because it's off now. Oh, come on. Missing my indicator like a noob. So we go here, throw that, over, over, up, over, around. Like that. That's pretty cool, honestly. Pretty cool, I like it. Iggy! So yeah, now I'm just kind of having fun decorating. Making sure presentation is on point. I'm more comfortable with making and playing Kaizo SMW style, so it's not like a huge grind like it is when I make a auto level. Auto levels can take hours and hours and hours and days, you know, and it's just insane. This isn't that type of a level, you know, this has very specific setups, throwing some moles and stuff on ghosts. In fact, I want to do, instead of a mole on this ghost, I want to do a buzzy beetle. Buzzy beetle on your head, please. Buzzy beetle on yours. Like, this is gonna be Team Shell, so I'm trying to keep my moles to a minimum. Minimal. Keep the moles minimal. Minimal. Okay, that part's still gonna be probably the hardest part. And then here is where I will look up a picture of Iggy and do some pixel art for him. So yeah, here we can save. Want more of Iggy's, like the top of his head in the shot. Okay, so if we go here and save, I mean, that definitely looks like Iggy. It looks like him enough that I'm happy with it. We are going to go now to Course World, and we're gonna delete my old Iggy level that I had up here. So, and this level only had 18 likes, so as far as I'm concerned, good riddance. Deleting course. Sorry, kaput full, your world record. No. Also, look at this. Ludwig's Airship Infiltration, the last level we did this with, it did way better. So, literally way better. 104 likes and 471 plays. It did make it to the popular section for a brief period, so all that was cool. I think it's nice to go back and re-upload levels. And I mean, part of that too was I was very persistent in sharing that level to the level maker threads on Reddit, so that helped a lot, honestly. Him's a good boy. Is him a good boy? Pistol says, I'm here, Dad. Uh-oh. Oh, he knocked the webcam so sideways. Bro. Bro, we can't have that. Dang it, man. Alright. Pistol? Come here, sweet man. Come here, sweet man. He's a good boy, huh? Look at his cute little cat feet. He's so cute. Him is such a good boy. Yeah, I love Pistol. I love him so much. He's such a good boy. So, for the clear check, I'm going to just shut the camera off, so you guys can watch the glorious gameplay. Alright, so now that the level's been clear checked and uploaded for a couple of days, I named it Iggy's Shell Hole, did a hashtag TS because I did submit this to Team Shell. It was approved for a 2 rating. If it wasn't already approved, I'd probably go back and make a couple changes. But during the approval process, I learned some things about making levels for Team Shell that I wasn't aware of. So, one thing was the bomb sandwiches and how that's set up. So let's take a look at that real quick and I'll show you guys what I mean. Here's a bomb sandwich, and if we start the level, I had it so that the bomb just touches the lava, explodes, and launches the shell over like this, right? And it mostly lines up, but it's not perfect. So, what I learned is that you can go like this, and then you make a bomb sandwich this way, and you add wings to the bottom block, and I keep vines in them so that no matter what, the level can't break, right? If you reset, go through a pipe or whatever, then those blocks respawn just as they are. So if you set it up like this, it will actually line up perfectly on top of the mole. So check this out. Like that. And so when I submitted the level, that was one thing that Team Shell said when they approved it. They said, hey, you know, if you make your bomb sandwiches like this, then you can perfectly line up the shells on top of the moles. So that's something I didn't know that I learned from this process. He did say it wasn't a big enough deal that I needed to go back and fix it and re-clear check it. Another thing, if I did redo this level that I would do differently, is instead of have fish in these blocks, I would have potoboos in the blocks, so that the potoboos pop out and kill the player right away if they're down there. The fish, you could throw a shell and almost jump off of up to this platform. there's just a couple little things that I learned through this process that I didn't know about making shell levels. It was actually the first time I used bomb sandwiches to set up my shell drops and stuff. They also said that there was some inconsistency with this big buzzy and jumping up here. And, you know, like, after clear checking it and playing it so many times, I do a full jump, I throw my shell right in the middle of this indicator, and it always lined up for me. But that wasn't always the case for other people playing it. If they threw the shell too early or too late, it would actually drop this spring and launch the shell differently than if they threw it right dead center of the indicator. So this indicator actually is very particular, and if you don't hit it just right, then you may fail jumping up to this falling platform. So, just a couple of things I learned. If you go into the subworld, I'll show you that I also, over here, you know, this bomb sandwich is fine because the shell hits the wall and just lines up anyway. These ones I actually fixed, and before they were the same way, where the bomb would fall like this instead of just falling right on top of the mole. So, that was the only feedback Team Shell had about it, and other than that, they said it was a really solid level, so I'm happy with it, and was, you know, happy to get something approved for Team Shell. I had never tried that before. And the next level creation that we do is going to be for Team P-Balloon, actually. So I'm excited to, you know, try something new for them, too. And just mess around more with approving levels for these teams. There's another bomb sandwich that could have been perfectly on top of the mole, but just because it wasn't right on top of the mole doesn't mean that, you know, it's a ruined level or anything. But see, so those are lined up perfectly on top of them now. In actually the current uploaded state of the level, they are not lined up. So it's a little bit, it's actually a really hard trick to hit too. I'm not the best at juggles, but yeah, so it's a little bit offset on the final uploaded version, but just not anything that would hurt the level so bad that I would have to re-upload and re-clear check. And yeah, just landing that trick takes quite a bit of practice, at least for me, so I like to put tricks in my levels that cause me to challenge myself a little bit, you know. And yeah, it was overall a really fun experience, and if you guys want to get into Team Shell or anything, I'll throw the link in the description, and you can totally clear this level and earn yourself some Team Shell points. If you earn enough, then you can upload a level to Team Shell yourself. And basically you go through their Discord, you send them the level, and, you know, after you get enough points, and they'll rate it and approve it, or they'll tell you, hey, you know, this is too drastic, it needs to be changed or fixed, you know, and re-upload. And they do have some rules too, and you can check all that out on their Discord as well. On that note, I'm gonna call it a day and edit all this footage together to kind of show you the whole creative process. It was a really fun level to make, and I learned a lot, and hopefully in the future my Kaizos will be better because of it. So, thank you all so much love, good vibes, and I will see you next time.